friends, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we'll be making an off-shoulder dress. If you are new to my channel, you are welcome. I know you'll be finding my videos interesting, so don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also click on the notification button to always get notified. It's going to be a quick one, so let's get started. This is my front part, the back side of the dress. The difference is the back side I added extra 1.5 inches for the zipper allowance. Now the first thing for our off shoulder measurement, the first thing we'll be doing is to minus 5 inches from the upper side. So I minus 5 inches. Now the next thing is to mark my under bust measurement, under bust line, which is 14.5 inches. 14.5 inches. 14.5 inches. Then this is the waist line, which is 16.5 plus 1 inch allowance, making it 17.5. The next thing I will be doing now is to mark my shoulder measurement. So my shoulder measurement is 8. It's 16 divided by 2. That is 8. I'll mark it here. To get my armhole, I'll minus 5 again from here. Come down, my armhole is 8. I'll also mark it. Now for my neckline, I'll go in from this shoulder measurement. I'll go in by 1.5 inch to get my neckline. Then for the neck depth, I want it to be decent enough, so I'll be marking 6.5. I'll be marking 6.5 here. Then I will connect it to this point. This is my neckline. So I will now place my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 38 divided by 4 is 9.5. So I'll mark down 9.5 here, plus 2 inches allowance. I'll mark it here. Now I will mark my armhole. I will trace it from here. This is my armhole for so my under bust measurement is 31 divided by 4. That is 7.7, 8.7, 9.7. I'll mark it 9.7. So the waistline measurement is 32 divided by 4, 8 plus 2 inches, 10. I'll mark 10. So I will now connect the lines. So this is it for the upper part of this dress. I will now go ahead and cut it out. But okay, before that, I will add my darts. I'll add my darts. Remember, we add our darts using our nipple to nipple measurement. So the nipple to nipple measurement I'll be using is 7 divided by 2, which will give me 3.5. That 3.5 I will add 1/2 inch to it, making it 4. So the nipple to nipple I'll be marking here. I will not cheat. It's 4 inches, so I will not cheat here. So I will now go ahead and cut it out. Okay, this is it for the front. Now for the skirt, this is the front part of the skirt and this is the back part of the skirt. I added extra 3 inches for the overlap. Now for the front part, let me add the skirt measurement. So the first thing I will do is to place the front part of the skirt. I'll place it this way and mark my waist measurement. I'll also mark the dart. So I'll also note that this is my waist measurement. I'll keep it aside. This for the darts. Now, and this is my waist measurement. Now from here I will mark my 9-inch for the hip line. I'll mark 9 inches for the hip line. The skirt length is 26 and a half plus 2 inches for the folding. Now the next thing I will do is to put my hip measurement. My hip measurement is 38 divided by 4, that is 9 and a half. 9 and a half, then 2 inches allowance, 10 and a half, 11 and a half. I'll mark my 11 and a half. I will come to this part, to the end part of it. That 11 and a half, I will minus 1 and a half inches. I will go in by 1 and a half, so I will mark 10 here. I'll mark 10 inches. I will now connect the lines. I will now connect the lines. Okay, this is it for the skirt, so I will now go ahead and cut it out. Okay, I'm done with this. The last thing in this tutorial is to cut our sleeve. Okay, for the sleeve measurement, the measurement which is from here to here, I'll measure from here, from the front part to the back side, and my measurement is 10. My measurement is 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 5. I will now add ½ inch for the sewing. The next thing I will do now is to place my armhole measurement, and to do that, go ahead and measure the armhole from here to here, which is 5 inches, or better still, I will just place it here this way. I'll just place it and mark it. Either ways, you can just go ahead and measure it, or you place it and mark. So the round sleeve I'm working with is 13. Half of it is 6 and a half plus 1 inch or 1 and a half for the sewing, 6 and a half. I'll make it 8 for the sewing. Then come down here, go in by 1 inch. So this is it. The full length is 9 and a half, then plus 1 and a half. I left it at 11 because I'm going to fold this part. So I'm going to cut it out now. So this is it for today's tutorial. Thank you for watching to the end.